Charles Omenihu legal issues raise questions for Kansas City Chiefs. Hey Chiefs fan, if you don't want to miss any first-hand news from our team, subscribe to the channel now, because we're always on the lookout for the latest Chiefs news, and here you'll always be up to date on everything. Charles Omenihu has misdemeanor domestic violence charges pending. How might this affect your availability for next season? The Kansas City Chiefs have been relatively quiet in free agency, which, for people wanting breaking news, has been incredibly frustrating. However, they haven't been completely silent in recent weeks. One of the biggest moves the Chiefs made was signing former San Francisco defensive lineman Charles Omenihu. The signing looks great on the field, but the legal issues surrounding Omenihu off the field raise some concerns. On January 23, 2023, police were called to Omenihu's home to investigate an incident of domestic violence. According to the police report, his girlfriend claimed that he pushed her during an argument. He was arrested at the time for misdemeanor domestic violence, and an emergency protective order was put in place. The alleged incident took place while Omenihu was still part of the 49ers and during the playoffs immediately before the 49ers game against the Philadelphia Eagles. At the time, manager Kyle Shanahan said he was healthy and felt the legal process would be over, that he would be kept in the squad and available to play. What does this pending legal matter do to Omenihu's availability for next season? We all know the NFL is frustratingly inconsistent in its enforcement of the personal conduct policy, but if Omenihu has to go through a criminal prosecution and trial, his availability could be even more dubious. There is currently little information available about the status of Omenihu's charges. I suspect investigations are ongoing and a possible plea deal is in the works. If Omenihu wants to avoid a trial and possible higher penalties, he could try to negotiate a deal with the prosecutor. For a misdemeanor, he's probably looking at something pretty small, deferred jail time, which would mean he has to behave for a period of 1 to 2 years, and then he won't serve any jail time, fines, etc. In that case, the Chiefs wouldn't have to worry about his unavailability because he's incarcerated. I suspect that Brett Veach and the Chiefs did a full investigation of Omenihu, including any outstanding charges. However, it still looks like Omenihu might have a reprieve on the horizon. Remember that Willie Gay Jr. lost 4 games last year for throwing a vacuum, criminal misdemeanor. The Chiefs' defense struggled early in the year because players lost time. I think we can see something similar here. Of course, it's entirely up to the NFL to determine whether they enforce the personal conduct policy, and I think they will here. We'll likely see a 4-game stretch with Omenihu watching from home, but I don't think we'll see much more than that. More than anything, I don't think we'll see Omenihu getting anywhere near a criminal trial, and we may hear about a plea deal soon. And then Chiefs fan, in his opinion, Charles Omenihu should be hired. Or not. What is your opinion? Put it in the comments, because it's very important to our team. Stay tuned as I update you anytime with the latest KS Chiefs news.